Hey guys. Hello. Hey, it's Elizabeth here in the Nurse Healing Lounge. Happy, oh my gosh, happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Yay. I want to get this cute little guy in the picture because he's so cute. Maybe. Anyway, welcome to Thursday. It's Elizabeth with the Nurse Healing Lounge. Last night I did a scope about very high overview. Hey Kitty, you can come in here. High level overview of the chakras and how amazing they are, and how when we tap into our energy centers, it's really a robust tool that we can use to really establish and really enhance our vitality, our abundance, our energy. Oh, hi Kitty. My kitty, I introduced him on the scope last night. His name is Gabe. Actually, I have two kitties. Oh, brother. And he wants some attention. He's like a toddler. So anyway, tonight we're going to talk about the first chakra, the root chakra. If my cat will settle down, it'd be great. So anyway, I don't see anybody joining. So if people are on the line, can you tell me where you're checking in from? Or maybe nobody's on. My cat is totally freaking out. I have this wild energy. I don't know what's going on. It's not even a full moon. But anyway, let's talk about the root chakra. The root chakra is the first of the 7 primary chakras. The Sanskrit word for root chakra is Muladhara, and that word can actually be broken down into 2 words. Mula means root, and Adhara means base or support, so root chakra. So this chakra is represented by the color red. And this chakra, folks, is all about safety and security and how connected you feel just with the universe, with the earth. And the thing about the safety and security, if as a child you didn't feel safe or secure, or you weren't getting your needs met, this can be a huge block or sticky point. There's a Chinese belief that when people have emotional issues that don't get resolved in our youth, that they can create energetic residue in our energetic bodies. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is the chakras are basically a component of our subtle energy. So we have our physical bodies, and then we have this multi-layered energy body that surrounds our physical bodies. And so that's, the chakras are part of our subtle energy, our subtle anatomy. And so the root chakra, again, if you don't feel safe or secure, or you didn't as a child, this can really cause issues with people. And where the root chakra is located is at the base of the spine, the perineum area. And so physically, this chakra is energetically tied to basically the gonads, or the reproductive organs. And if you think about the reproductive organs, male or female, they release a lot of hormones, and so those things can be affected by this. Thanks for joining. Tell me your first name and where you're from. We're talking about the first chakra, the root chakra, tonight. So this root chakra is located in the perineal area, the base of the spine. It's energetically tied to the male and female reproductive organs. It's also, since it's at the base of the spine. Oh my gosh! Hi, Amy from Minnesota. I am also in Minnesota. How crazy is that? That's wild. Silver Monster, I know your name. Don't tell me. Oh, I hate when I don't know people's names. Tell me your name again, Silver Monster, and I'm sorry that I don't remember. Thanks for joining, Amy. Tell me, Amy, do you know about chakras? So, yes, you do. Fabulous. I love it. Thanks for joining. I go by Silverecho. Oh man, I'm not saying it right. I do apologize. Can you write like the phonetic? However you say that. I have a very different name, so I'm very conscientious of other people's names. But thank you both for joining. And So Amy knows about chakras. Do you know about chakras? We're talking about the root chakra. So it's represented by the color red. The Sanskrit name is Muladhara. Silvreco. I love it. Silvreco. What kind of name is that? That is some kind of cool. Silvreco. That makes me think of, I don't know, what's that movie with the cat and, oh my Lord. What's his name? Melanie Griffith was married to him for a short time. Anyway, I'm getting so distracted, people. Okay, so Silvreco, I love that name. But anyway, thanks for joining. So the root chakra, let's get back to it. Seriously? That is freaking awesome. So I trust that you know a lot about the primary chakras. You could probably teach this scope. But thanks for joining anyway. So this is like total bare bones basics. I am a nurse and I discovered yoga back in the late 90s when I kept getting migraine headaches all the time. And the root chakra is very special to me because I suffered for uber many years about that whole safety. Oh, awesome, right? Give me a high five. I love lifetime learners. Every time I learn something new, I want to learn something more. I just bought that book, Life versus Force, or no, Force versus Power, Dr. Hawkins. It's freaking amazing. Anyway, I struggled with this whole, that's awesome that you're always learning. I struggled with this safety, security thing from something that happened as a youth, and it took me, you know, about 20 years to feel secure and grounded. So this chakra has a very special place in my heart. So let's talk about it and what it looks like if it's showing up for you in a way that's not very what they call balanced. Sometimes people use the words tuned or cleared. It doesn't matter what the words are, but the deal is the chakras, again, are part of your subtle anatomy, and it's a great litmus test or tool to determine, you know, how well you're doing emotionally, physically, psychologically, spiritually. So since this chakra is in, oh, thanks for the hearts, since it's in the like perineal area, the base of the spine, it's no surprise that it's energetically tied to the gonads or the reproductive organs that release hormones that have to do with, you know, sexuality. So it's also, since it's located in the bottom of the spine, can affect the musculoskeletal system. So your legs, your hips, your low back. So if somebody is sort of out of balance or not right, they may exhibit symptoms with, let's say, low back pain, maybe sciatica, which is where you have that horrible numbness or pain that goes like from your butt down your leg. That's not a fun one. You could even have cancers in this region if this chakra is out of alignment. Thanks for the love, y'all. Like prostate cancer can actually be related to this imbalance of the first root chakra, which, listen, people, subtle anatomy, it might be subtle, but it is profound if you know how to tune into it, pay attention to it, and be aware. Oh my gosh. So, I know I'm not going to say her name right again. Silvreco. How did you sort of overcome that or heal that? That's an owie one. I've had neck surgery. I know about those musculoskeletal things. I'm just going to keep talking while you tell me how you sort of healed that issue that you had. And do you think Andrea's in the house? Thanks for joining, Andrea. Can you share, Silvreco, if you're comfortable, do you feel like that was associated with an imbalance of your first chakra or not? Hey girl, hey Andrea. So good to see you here. So getting back to the safety, security, where this is in our body, we're talking about the root chakra, love in all the hearts. So the reproductive organs, and notice that this, not only can it affect us physically, like we were just talking about, low back pain, sciatica, hip issues, double ow, prostate issues. Okay, so it can affect men and women. And not only does it affect you physically, it can affect you emotionally. I love it. That's awesome that that helps, right? Anything that we can do, in my opinion, that's like holistic, integrative, is a great way to heal. So emotionally, how does this show up if your root chakra is out of balance? Okay. Okay, interesting. Maybe it's something like from your childhood that wasn't really addressed or resolved. That was clearly what my issue was. So I'm going to keep talking. So emotional health. The way this can affect people, if this is out of balance, is major issues with fear. Hello? Anybody suffer with issues with fear? That's a huge one. Most people don't do things because of fear, and I love, there are a bunch of acronyms, but my favorite one about fear is false evidence appearing real. You guys can shout out some of the other ones. They're all great, right? Woo, in the house, right? Fear. It's like, damn it. What? So that is like closely. Hello, yes, Andrea. Okay, let me just give a shout out to Andrea. She is a nurse. Yes, too much stress. Okay, we're going to talk about how to manage these things, people. It's really simples, as Lavelda says, simples. Emotionally, it can show up as fear, false evidence appearing real, even though it feels realer than the day you were born. Not good. And anxiety is a huge one. And this is crazy. Just to share a personal story, I went through yoga teacher training in 2010. My God, I can't believe it's been that long already. And it's crazy how much I didn't realize how anxious I was. Like, I had this under-level anxiety, and I had no idea. And I'm a nurse, okay? I've been a nurse for 17 years. Clueless. Had no idea that this, like, underlying unease, icky feeling was anxiety. And the more that I practiced yoga, that every time I got on my mat, my self-love went way up and my anxiety factor went down. Well, duh, it's because I was grounding and I was getting into that root chakra that had been so imbalanced for 40 plus years. So that's a huge one. Fear and anxiety, that's totally related to the root chakra. Let me show you my fancy little picture. This is from my holistic stress management guru, Brian Luke Seward. He's amazeballs. But this is his picture that he shared with us. So this is the root chakra. And a lot of the pictures, it's more like down here. But anywho, this is the first one. Anxiety is my best friend, but getting better. Okay, well, I'm so glad you're listening, because we're going to give you so many tools tonight, Andrea, that are going to help you. So thanks for joining. And just so you know, you're not alone. Anxiety is a big one for most of us. I suffered with it for a long time. So we talked about sort of the emotional aspects of it. And this was another thing that I was doing. When people are not anchored or grounded, and I never really understood what that meant. Thanks for inviting followers. You're so sweet. Tell me your first name, Aguirre. Oh, you're Amy, Minnesota. Love it. You're awesome. Thank you. That's like the highest form of flattery, you know, when you invite your friends or followers. So thank you, Amy. So people who have issues with this root chakra, thanks, Andrea. I love your name, Skitches, number one. When we're not grounded and we're not, we don't feel safe and secure with our, you know, with the universe, we don't feel connected. What that looks like is, my cat just turned on the phone. Just a minute. This is hilarious. Kitty, I love you, but really, he's probably going to try to call 911 or something. Sorry. When we're not connected to the universe, and we don't feel safe and secure, we're walking around like our head is in the clouds. We're all cerebral, all up in our head, and we're not really in our bodies at all. That's the other thing. It was too painful for me to be in my physical body, so I like totally checked out. And I didn't understand what that meant, what I was doing. So I wasn't in my body, which meant I wasn't grounded. I had a lot of anxiety. E.T. Phone Home. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I want you guys to see my cute little guy. Isn't he so cute? I got he helps me stay grounded. And so does my tea. But anyway, I had no idea what I was doing, but I worked with an energy worker, and I talk about this tip a lot, but and I forgot that I was going to share this, but if you're stressed out and you totally feel like it's cerebral in your head, especially for nurses, this is huge, or anybody for that matter, take your shoes off, put your feet on the earth. If you can be in the grass and the dirt and the sand and the water, do that. But if you're at work or you're at the airport or somewhere, take your shoes off, put them on the ground, and even better, rub your feet. Totally reduces anxiety. My energy worker, really? My energy teacher, Andy, taught me that. And the first time he touched my feet, I almost got off the table and ran away at our first appointment, but I didn't know that he was trying to ground me. So anyway, it's crazy. This energy thing is crazy. So do that, or even if you send your energy to the bottoms of your feet. I do this in the car. If I'm getting all weird and out of my body, I just send my energy to the bottoms of my feet. Totally helps. If you have to give a lecture or you have to speak somewhere or maybe you have to have a difficult conversation, pay attention to the bottoms of your feet. Just send them love and energy and good vibes. It's simple, but it's profound. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do to help. Now, another thing that may show up for people that are not grounded or connected, they may just feel unwell. So why is this? Well, if we're not getting our basic needs met, we're not getting our appropriate rest, we're not getting appropriate nutrition for what our bodies needs based on our sex, our age, the season, where we're living, all that, it can vary greatly. Maybe we're not getting the connections that we need. So if we're lacking all those things, we're just going to feel generally not well and not vibrant and not abundant. That's an icky way to feel. So you might start to notice the back pain. It can even cause, I didn't talk about this, but rectal difficulties. So I hope the connection's okay. Skitches is hopping on and hopping off. But anyway, so here, how do we channel this? How do we ground it? How do we hone it, tune it, balance it, whatever you want to call it? How do we, again, this is a subtle energy, part of your anatomy. So when we're talking about energy, we always want to talk about, see my energy. I'm telling you what, I'm going to break this I almost said stethoscope, Freudian slip. Periscope. I'm going to break this periscope. My crazy energy. I totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, we're talking about rebalancing this. Oh, energy. See? It gets me so excited I lose my train of thought. Vibration. When you think of vibration, a little laughter therapy tonight. Vibration, you think of the spectrum of low to high vibration. Low frequency is when you feel like crap, you have no energy, you're sick and tired and sick and tired, sick and tired. High frequency, high vibration. You feel amazing, your health is well, you're vital, you're abundant, and I'm sorry that you keep getting kicked off. You can listen to the replay, Andrea. I'm sorry. So a couple different ways that you can sort of tune into this chakra. The first one that we already talked about, nature, nature, nature. One of the best ways to tune, hone, balance any of your chakras, get your booty out in the nature and walk, people. Walking is the best thing that you can do for all of your chakras, especially the root chakra. Muladhara, that's the Sanskrit word. If you are a yogi or you want to start taking yoga classes, you can go to yogajournal.com. That's a fabulous, safe website. Deepak Chopra, the Chopra Center, has great websites about yoga. Any of the standing postures in yoga are great grounding postures. So mountain pose, you're standing both feet on the ground, paying attention to the four corners of your feet, just standing, connecting with nature. See, that is very grounding, Andrea. That is going to help you with your anxiety, sister friend. So that is awesome. So mountain pose and yoga, also chair pose, which is basically you're in mountain pose and then you squeeze your legs together and you kind of squat like you're sitting back in a chair and your arms are going straight up. You're like this strong line of energy, taking in the energy from the earth, from the universe, grounding your energy and letting go of your stress into the universe. Mother Nature is there to take your energy that's not serving you and lift you up with her energy. Amaze balls. So mountain pose, chair pose, forward fold. So you're just standing up nice and tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward. It's called a forward fold or a forward bend, whatever you want to call it. Bend your knees so you don't hurt your back. Literally just hanging down. Let your neck be neutral and just hang there. It's very grounding. It feels super great on your hamstrings and your back. Releases tension there. And none other than downward facing dog. You got your hands on the ground. You got your feet on the ground. Strong, super connection. It's great for all of your body parts. So far we've talked about grounding, getting in nature. Take your shoes off, people. Stick your toe in the water and the sand and the dirt and the grass. There, see? Totally. Wherever you can be. Your yoga mat, I love to practice yoga on my deck outside in nature. That's just where I want to be. In yoga, all the standing postures are great. Mountain pose, a forward fold, chair pose, downward facing dog, and did I say forward fold? Those are great. Here is the coolest thing about balancing your root chakra. Nutrition, people. Nutrition is energy, and the root chakra is represented by the color red. So when you want to balance the chakra, eat nutritiously dense foods, so foods that are high in bioflavonoids, phytochemicals. So all the colors of the rainbow are high in nutrients, but the red ones are the ones you want to focus on. Fruits and vegetables. Now remember, we said that this chakra is at the root. It's at the base of the spine, the perineal area, and it affects the organs, the gonads, which are the reproductive organs that release all kinds of hormones, which we obviously need. Remember what they tell you to drink when you have a urinary tract infection? Crickets. Has anyone ever had a urinary tract infection? And do you remember what they tell you to drink? And what color is it? This is a test question. Wait for it. Anybody? It's red. Cranberry juice. Yay! You guys get 100%. So I always heard that, and again, I'm a nurse. I never knew that the red and the reproductive, I know, gross. So I was trying to think of foods. Okay, so I was having a hard time thinking of veggies. Well, then beets came to my head, and guess what? They're a root vegetable. The way you get grounded is you eat root vegetables, and for the root one, you want it to be red. Awesome. Strawberries, cranberries, cherries, pomegranates. Can y'all think of some red vegetables other than beets? I was thinking of like red chard, you know, the stalks, but I couldn't really think. Yeah, I don't either much. I'm there with you. Strawberries. Can y'all think of any red vegetables that I can't think of? Not eggplant, that's kind of purple. But anyway, all you got to do is align whatever chakra you're going to tune, eat foods that are that same color. It's so simple. And then, if you are a yogi or you know about vibration, again, energy, chanting is a phenomenal way to raise your vibration, your energetic frequency. Raspberries. Okay. Pinkish reddish. That totally works. I like that, Andrea. So chanting the word or the phrase lam, radishes. Oh my God. That's genius. And you know what? Foods that are white like that are so good for your blood. They totally clean out your blood. That's a great one, Andrea. I love that. Thank you. So chanting the word lam, I won't scare you away with my chanting abilities. But if you just Google chanting to ground the root chakra, you'll get this beautiful, I just totally did it and on the internet. It gave me a great chanting with the music in the background. It's gorgeous. Totally increases your frequency, helps you balance that root chakra. And then I'm learning a lot more about, I use essential oils, and I'm learning a lot more about crystals and angels. I keep saying numerology, 1111, 111, every day. It's crazy. It's good because I'm paying attention. But supposedly garnet, red jasper, and black tourmaline are good for grounding the chakra, literally just holding the stone, you know, and lying down and letting that frequency work into your body. So that's what I have for you. If you want to share anything that you've learned, or if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do a quick recap. So thank you so much for joining. See, isn't that wild? Garnet is your birthstone. Interesting. That is so cool. So again, my name's Elizabeth. I'm a nurse, and this is actually my studio. I created this cool thing called Nurse Healing Lounge, and that is what I do. I'm a nurse healer. I healed myself of all this craziness that I had going on. I'm into integrative, holistic, everything. So I created Healthy Nurse by Design, which is my way of giving back to the universe and to nurses, because I want to create a movement. I'm sick of hearing nurses brag about they have a nurse bladder, they haven't peed in 12 hours, they don't eat. If they eat standing up. Well, actually, I've gotten some oils from Genesis Pure, which is a company that I used to be affiliated with. Otherwise, I don't really have any. I don't do like doTERRA or what's that other one that everybody sells. Thanks for joining, Oyo Bass. Tell me your name and where you're coming in from. So anyway, my way of giving back to nurses and to create this movement is helping nurses heal by helping them redesign their career. So whatever that looks like, but it certainly looks like, listen, I have boundaries, I care about myself, I matter, and I can say no without feeling guilty or whatever. So I'm starting a movement. I help nurses step into their power and really get a handle on their energy, because at the end of the day, we're all energy. Energy is never created or destroyed. It just changes form. But man, when you know how to work with your energy, and you can have high vibration, high frequency, that's vitality, that's abundance, that's joy. I was able to do it, and it's really not that hard. It's focusing on the simple things like we talked about tonight. Heal those who are healing the world. That is what I'm doing. Because we need nurses more now than ever before, and we need nurses. Oh, you too, Andrea. Hey, let me know when you're taking your boards, because I'm going to hold the space for you to kick some asana. Thanks for joining, River DM. Tell me your name and where you're coming in from. So my name's Elizabeth. I'm a nurse. I'm in my studio in the Nurse Healing Lounge. I created Healthy Nurse by Design, and my mission is to create a movement to help nurses heal, helping the nurses recreate their careers, whatever that looks like, whether they work in the hospital or they run their own business. But at the end of the day, they say yes to themselves, and they create boundaries, and they don't feel guilty about it. Oh my gosh! That's my coach, Vibecca. She is my business coach. And she is why I have so much abundance in numerology. Hey girl, hey! We're talking about energy tonight. And I loved your post on LinkedIn today. I hope you saw what I said about it. So anyway, I'm creating a movement. I'm helping nurses, but I'm helping all people heal, right? Awesome. Okay, but Andrea, send me your date for your exam. I'm going to hold a space for you to lift you up and send you abundance. So anyway, I'm giving back to the nursing community by helping nurses heal, recreate their career, help them step into their power. Listen, nurses are some of the most oppressed people on the planet. It's got to go. We have no room for that. And I'm a person, I walk my talk. And if you think you're going to be able to, I know, isn't it so cute? I have my Buddha. I know, I wanted him to be in the screen because he makes me happy and grounded. So yes, I help nurses step into their power, because here is what I know about nurses, because I've been one for 17 years, and for a really long time, I did not own my power. I did not step into my power, but now that I am, I have a high frequency, high energy, high vitality, high abundance, and it's really not that hard, folks. But I'm telling you, I have the gift of helping people connect with their blessings, their true gifts. We all have one. Nurses, unfortunately, don't learn. Thanks, honey. So are you. You gave me my back. Nurses are so smart and know so many things about so many things, but the only thing we're not that great at, oh my gosh, girl, you need to join the Holistic Nurses Association. That's why I learned about drumming, and I do drumming circles now. Most healing thing you can do. But anyway, nurses, one thing that I know for sure about nurses, this is my Oprah moment, nurses don't own their gifts. They don't stand in their power. We can save the world if we stand up and we stand together and we own our power, but we have to heal ourselves first. So this is my movement. If you love this message and you want to help nurses heal, please share my message. These are all also on catch.me that my great business coach Rebecca shared with me. And for all you periscopers, go to catch.me with a capital K, not a C, and all your scopes will be uploaded there as long as you put that setting in there. Share my broadcast if you don't mind. You can also connect with me on Whole Life Health LLC on the Facebook. On the Twitters, I'm at End Overwhelm Now. And I do have a YouTube page where I do fun videos and my, thanks Andrea, you're awesome. Love yourself up, sister. Own your power, own your awesome. And then I do fun little videos in my studio here, like I interview nurses, I've done some laughter yoga, fun stuff. But if you want help with your energy, I'm also learning about energy profiling with Carol Tuttle right now. I'm in her Master Energy Program. It's mind-bending. Again, like the more that you can learn about your own natural physiology, your energy, you got no problems. You got no fear. You have vitality and abundance. So if you would like my services and you want to connect with me about how I can help you step into your power or recreate your career, send me the word healthy nurse over to the Twitter sphere at End Overwhelm Now. And if you're listening to the replay, thank you. You can still tap the screen with hearts on the replay. Please share with your followers. And if you have any questions, also send me a message on Twitter. And stay grounded, stay connected. Know that you're awesome. And if you feel anxious, pay attention to the bottoms of your feet and go dip your toe in the lake, the sand, the grass, the dirt, and know that you are safe and secure and loved and you're awesome. So have a great night. Tomorrow I will be scoping about the second chakra. So join us. And these are all going to be on catch.me. So if you miss one, you can find them there. Wait for the snow. Amy, you're killing me. Amy, what's do you mind telling me what kind of work you do? Yeah, but girl, it's going to be 80 on Sunday. I'm going to go to the lake. What kind of work do you do, Amy? Listen, I prefer to be barefoot. Actually, I'm barefoot right now. I'd show you my feet, but I need to paint my toenails. School bus driver? God, you are a saint, woman. Okay, well, thank you for that, because all people that work with children are saints in my book. Seriously. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. It's the highest honor to spend my energy with your energy. And I have a 6th grade boy and a college stepdaughter. So, no, seriously. Kids and people that help raise our kids. Love ya. So thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing. And stay well and be grounded. And we'll catch you on the next go. Good night. Whoops.